Welcome to the new paradigm finance movement. Yes. um, Please join me for a tea and a conversation on paradigms. What are paradigms? So I love that word. It's used a lot in science and philosophy, two of my favorite subjects. And if you do not like science and philosophy, I would love to invite you to get more involved and curious and question and how it relates to your own life. And so, what I've been really reflecting a lot lately on my business and putting this model together, but it's really an extension of myself. And the word paradigm is just so powerful. So, I really believe that we have to know what we don't want in order to know what we do want. So, going through experiences of life that I could call horrific, tragic, sad, things that make me angry and depressed, and politics, bureaucracy. It's like these are all things I look at and say, okay, perhaps I'm not a fan, but what do I do want? And I'm really looking at my past as an old paradigm, especially of my experiences personally and what I've been exposed to. So, with that said, there's a few movies that come up, and yesterday I posted a picture of the Bobs from Office Space, but I'm also thinking about The Office and also the old 9 to 5 movie with Dolly Parton, which is such a classic. But it really just shows a structure, a hierarchy of how our corporate system works. And I think it goes beyond the corporate system, really. But just to give a visual of a paradigm of a set of beliefs, right? Ideologies of how things should be. So those movies, and of course it's the British and the American version with their little cultural differences, but still with the same kind of structure and belief system, right? So it's really that top-down approach, the hierarchy, right? So I could spend hours on this, but just to relate it to the Judeo-Christianity kind of heavy belief we have, and especially our Christian background of the top down, right? The man upstairs. So seeing how that kind of trickles into our corporate environment. So it's really some deep reflection that is so important as we navigate and evolve and see what do we really want in our lives. Um, we've been evolving our beliefs since the beginning of time, and when we stop to really reflect these questions over and over what we do want, we can learn from our history and just see um, what was life like when the earth was flat. How was that experience for people? Or when the earth was thought to be in the middle of the universe, right? And everything else rotated around it. So I think these are just, and indigenous people and tribes, like, what are those beliefs and how was those experiences? So, um, you know, I do believe we get to experience all these different sets of experiences and occurrences, and where we can really start to build upon it if we really stop and reflect and see what works and kind of learn from our ancestors and learn from our own past, right? As we build new models and new ways of being, especially with something like COVID, right? Where we're on quarantine and just such through unknown, mysterious times, and we just have to keep questioning, well, where am I? What do I believe? And where do I want to go? So this is kind of the work that I love to do with myself and as others, and just to really collaborate. So it's been a very beautiful experience putting even individual paradigms together, right? As well as the collective. So then if you can really build upon your individual paradigm and how you see things, you can start filling your world with those belief systems and people that kind of match your energy and what kind of life you want to lead. It's quite beautiful. So now I would like to ask you, what are your beliefs and paradigms? And I would love to learn more about your experience. So please leave a comment. This is my first video for the New Paradigm Finance Movement, so I'm very excited. So thank you for joining me, and I look forward to our journey together.